The final day of the 17th Al Jazeera Forum is underway in Doha, focusing on geopolitical shifts in the Middle East and globally. Speakers have been warning that the Israeli genocide in Gaza is undermining international norms and reshaping regional power balances. Mustafa Osman Ismail Elamin, Sudan's former Minister of Foreign Affairs, has spoken about the state of the Arab world and regional conflicts. Osama bin Javaid is joining us now live from the event. The impact of Israel, Palestine and the war in Gaza has been felt throughout the forum, but there are issues to be discussed as well, aren't there?
Absolutely, and the two major issues facing the Middle East, apart from Gaza, is the situation in Sudan, with more than 14 million people affected in a crisis that does not seem to be coming to an end. And as you mentioned, we'll be talking to Mustafa Osman Ismail. Thank you very much, who's the former Foreign Minister of Sudan. Thank you very much for taking the time. Finally, after years of this conflict, we've got the both sides talking to each other, at least. Do you see an imminent solution to the crisis?
Well, of course, any conflict, it has to end up with political talks or diplomacy. But it depends on many factors. The first one is the attitude of both sides towards each other. There is a mistrust, high level of mistrust between the two. As you know, the RSF was part of the national army. They rebel and get out and carry the weapons. Then we thought that this will end up by a few weeks, a few months, but now we get into the third year. So this is one mistrust. Number two, that there is a heavy casualties due to being on the civilian, which make it difficult for Sudan government to move as it should be. Thirdly, the regional and international backers, whom they provide money, weapons. So yes, they are not the root cause of the problem, but they intensify the problem, they prolong the problem, they turn the problem to be settled according to their interest, not according to the Sudanese interest.
Exactly my point. So how important is it for these regional actors to either continue to back the various factions or to bring them to the table? Or do you think that this ongoing saga between regional actors and proxy wars is going to continue to play out and the Sudanese civilians are going to continue to pay the price?
Unfortunately, first of all, there is no unifying, let us say, offer so that the Sudanese can rally behind it. There are multi areas and groups, and the Sudanese, unfortunately, they are shopping behind these different groups. What we need is a unifying group whom they will put the interest of the Sudan more than their interest.
Where is that going to come from?
It depends on two things. First of all, on the Sudanese. The Sudanese, they should come together and to have a vision and to try to create a vacuum where a group of neighbors and international whom they been selected by the Sudanese to come and help, because the conflict has become so complicated, so deep, to the extent that to leave it to the Sudanese alone is going to be very difficult. So what we need a Sudanese move supported by a small group of capitals that they feel that this problem is not going to be limited to the Sudanese. It is going to spell out. It's going to affect the region. So, and the casualties, the humanitarian casualties is so huge to the extent that they have to find an answer to this conflict.
Mustafa Osman Ismail, thank you very much for talking to us. And this is essentially the kind of conversation that has been ongoing for the last 3 days, not just these two major conflicts in the Middle East, but essentially the fallout from it, not just the adjacent countries, but regional powers and beyond. And unless there is a stop to it, unless those proxy wars come to an end, it appears that things are poised to get worse.
Osama bin Javaid joining us there live from the Jazeera Forum in Doha. Thank you very much indeed.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news, expert insight. Like, share, stay ahead.